Hey there, Daniele here, and welcome to this masterclass where I will show you how to create kids stories videos. Now I will show you an example of a story, a quick one that I just created, and then I will show you the entire process. This is the example story I created. It is done with AI generated images, AI generated text, voiceover, music, everything. So take a look.
In a village by the desert, young Milo found an old map. It pointed to a hidden treasure. With his blue bird, Blue, they set off on a quest. The sun was warm and the sands seemed endless. Blue sang cheerful songs, guiding Milo when they felt lost. After climbing a tall dune, they spotted an X. They dug and found a chest filled with shimmering jewels. But as they journeyed back, Milo realized the true treasure was the adventure and the bond he shared with Blue.
So as you see, this is a really quick story, but it is an example to see what this system is capable of doing. You will need basically three tools to do this. The first one is ChatGPT. The second one is 11 Labs, which is the tool that converts text into speech, basically. And then an editing software, which is CapCut, that is a free software. I need to point out some stuff because to generate AI images, there are plenty of software. The most famous one is Midjourney, but in the latest days, in the last days, don't know when you're watching this video, but lately ChatGPT released inside his software the integration with DALL-E 3, which is a generator of images, which uses AI. So I decided to use it because with only one monthly payment of ChatGPT plan plus, you get the basic software of ChatGPT plus DALL-E generator. So you don't have to pay ChatGPT plus Midjourney, but everything can be done with DALL-E. I tested it a lot and I decided to use it instead of Midjourney because everything is inside this ChatGPT software now. So with this, we will generate the text of the story plus the images. Then 11 Labs is a paid software, but you can use the free version to generate some stories. And then CapCut is totally free. So the only tool that you will have to pay is ChatGPT because you have the AI image generator inside. You can also use GPT, the basic version, for free, but you have to use an external software to generate AI images. The best one is Midjourney, but it is a paid software, or there are free ones, but they are not as good as Midjourney or this DALL-E integrated in ChatGPT. So I suggest that you use this one, ChatGPT Plus, which includes also DALL-E 3. So now let's start. Now I will basically show you the process again that I used to create the video I showed you before. I simply go on ChatGPT. I select GPT-4 and the DALL-E 3 model, which includes image generation, but also lets you generate text. Otherwise, you can use the simple default version. However, I ask ChatGPT to create a kid's story about, and I can imagine whatever I want for my story, or even ask ChatGPT to give me ideas or create a story by himself. Now I use the same idea used for the example video. Create a kid story about a kid named Milo with his companion Blue bird named Blue. They find an old map of a treasure in the desert and embark on a journey to find it. Use a simple language. Keep the story short and meaningful. it must be suitable for small kids. This is just to reiterate what we want, and we see what ChatGPT creates for us. Now you see that he's generating a pretty long story, which is amazing. You can generate a story which lasts for minutes in your final video, which is great. But for the example, I generated a simpler story. Now let's wait that it finishes. Once upon a time, in a small quiet town, there lived a curious young boy named Milo. He had a special friend, a bright blue bird named Blue. Okay, this is a great story. Now, again, just to make this masterclass, I will make the story shorter. So I asked ChatGPT, make the story shorter, a little bit shorter, so we can generate a quicker video, but you can, again, generate longer stories or however you want. As you see, here is the story. Now we can ask ChatGPT to divide this story, for example, in 4 scenes that we can create images about. For example, divide the story in 4 scenes for an animated video, for example. Let's see. Scene 1, the discovery, setting, Milo's attic, midday, sunlight streams through a dusty window, casting a warm glow. The action. Scene 2, scene 3, and scene 4. And now, since I am inside ChatGPT with DALL-E integrated, I will simply ask him to generate images about the scenes. And it is a great feature of this system instead of using Midjourney, because in Midjourney you have to input a prompt. With this system, you simply can chat with ChatGPT and ask him to create things related to the previous chat. So it is intelligent and you can have a dialogue. For example, generate an image of the first scene. I want to use a Disney Pixar style. Use a Disney Pixar style. Let's see what it comes up with. Then you can also change the image, which is great because you simply tell ChatGPT to correct things instead of re-inputting the prompt as you normally do with Midjourney or other tools. So I think DALL-E 3 is a great integration with ChatGPT. Okay, I don't like the image because Milo is a blue thing. So I simply asked him to correct. No, I don't like it. Milo is a children. Is a child, not a blue creature. Regenerate the image with some variations so I can decide which one to choose. Because now he only generated one, but I want 4 images to choose between. As you see, we are having a conversation with ChatGPT, and he generated images between the conversation, which is great, and not there's no other tool that does that. Only ChatGPT integrated with DALL-E. Now let's wait a couple seconds. Okay, now these images are great. I like this is the first, second, third. This is the one I like, so I simply download it. Or, sorry, maybe we could ask him to regenerate them in a landscape format because we will use this for a YouTube video maybe. So the images are great. Please simply regenerate them in landscape format for a YouTube video. I forgot to mention it at the beginning. Then for the next images, we will mention it. As you see, the images that Dalí creates are amazing, full of details, no errors, so it is great to use them. Again, you can play a lot with this chat. I now do it quickly for purpose of this video, but you can see the potential of this system. Okay, great images. I like maybe this one, awesome one. Also, this one is great. This one, not too much because they seem sad. Let's skip this one. No, this one. Download it. And now I have my first image. Now I simply ask him, they are perfect. So he knows we like them. Now generate some images for the second scene. Use the same style and same landscape format. Okay, the images are fantastic also here. This one is great, but the hand is a bit weird. Let's make some variation of the first one where the kid is happier. Create variations of the first one where Milo is happier. Okay, here are the variations. This one is great. I really like this one. Also, this one is great. These two. Now, I think I will keep this one. So I'll download it. Even if it's not the exact same style as the first image here, it is still great. Now generate an image of the third scene. I don't think I have to reinsert that. He needs to keep the same style because I think he remembers it. So let's wait. Okay, let's see the results. This one is great. This one too. This one is a little bit different. Don't like it. This one, it's pretty sad. So let's keep this one as an example. And now let's generate the fourth scene images. So we can have the last scene and we can start creating our video. Okay, he generated those images, but he said to me that Dalí is currently experiencing high demand. He still generated the images. Now let's check that the scene is correct. Milo reads the note aloud. True treasure is the memories we make and the friends we cherish. Blue and Milo share a heartfelt moment understanding the message. So check the images. This one is great. This one too. Let's just take this one as an example. So now we have 4 images, which are these 4 here. So the images for the video are ready. Now we can take the story and create the audio. So we take the shortened version of the story that we used to create the scenes, which is this one. and we use 11 Labs software, the free version I have. You simply select a voice, the settings, and the model. Now I leave everything as it is, and I paste the text, and I generate the voicing. Now I will keep the
In a cozy
thing
town,
that it
young
gives
Milo.
me, but you can also change settings. For example, the exaggeration of the style, the clarity, so on, especially if you have the paid plan. Let's check it quickly. I put my headphones on.
In a cozy town, young Milo found an old map in his attic. It hinted at treasure in the desert. Excited, he showed his blue bird friend.
Okay, let's say we want to keep this one as the official voice. So we simply click here, or where it is here, the button to download, and we have downloaded the voice. Now what we have to do is simply open CapCut and create a new project. I have the desktop version of the CapCut software, but if you search on Google for CapCut, you find the free editor, also in browser version. Now I open it, create a new project, and I simply import all my assets, which are these 4 images plus the audio, and I import them in CapCut. First thing I do, I place the audio of the
In
story.
a cozy town, young Milo found an old map.
Okay, and now I place my images in the timeline here. So I put the first image here. Now I put the second, the third, and the fourth. Now I move them around. Let me put my headphones on again so I can edit better videos. Editing is pretty subjective, so you may like a style, I may like another one, but I simply listen to the audio and I change the image when the scene changes, for example.
In a cozy town, young Milo found an old map in his attic. It hinted at treasure in the desert. Excited, he showed his blue bird friend, Blue. They decided to seek this treasure.
Here we can switch between the first and the second image. So I simply drag and drop here.
They decided to seek this treasure together. With a small backpack, they trekked through the golden sands. The desert was warm and vast, but Blue's cheerful songs kept them going. Soon, they found a unique cactus from the map and...
Okay, here there's the second transaction. We can also zoom a little bit in the scene. Then the third transaction is...
The note read,
made here.
Of gold, they discovered colorful stones and a note. The note...
Here we can start the final scene, and then we can drag the final scene to the end. So the images are well sized now. What I can do is put transactions between them. So I click here in transitions, and I can select between a ton of them. I simply use a blur or a basic one, maybe. Let's see. Split slide. Slide is the most basic, so I put my cursor here and I select this simple one, add it to track. Then I put my cursor here and I add to track here, then also here. So now I have my transitions. I can also select to enlarge them a little bit. So now it looks like that.
Friend, Blue. They decided to seek this treasure together. With a small backpack, they...
Okay. What I can do is make these videos animated, so they move a little bit. I simply click on the video, go here in animation, and I can select between a ton of them. For the example video, I used the shake one. As you see, the video is shaking.
In a cozy
but
town.
It is lasting only for the first seconds. So I click here and I increase the duration to the maximum.
In a cozy town.
The whole scene shakes.
Town, young Milo found an old map in his attic.
I go in the second image, do the same, select shake,
They
and
decided to seek.
enlarge it for the whole scene.
They decided to.
Again here, and again
Soon,
in the
they found
last
a.
one.
The note read, "True treasure is the memories we
So
shared
as you see
adventure."
now, the entire video is animated with this movement. What I can do, you can also add some filters, let's say, to the image. So I go here on effects, maybe video effects, and I can go do a lot of them. Let's use the stars one as in my example. And I previously used this one, I think. I simply add to track. I enlarge it to the whole video, and I can change also the intensity so it is not so bright. Now the video looks like that.
In a cozy town, young Milo found an old map in his attic. It hinted at treasure in the desert. Excited, he showed his blue bird friend, Blue. They decided to seek this treasure together. With a small
It is perfect. We can add now a background audio. If you have a music from somewhere, you can upload it, or you can use the built-in musics from CapCut. You have a lot of categories. I can use maybe fresh, and we can listen to some of them, like just use this for example. I click on add to track, and now I can simply go here and cut it. So, or I can drag and drop this one here. Maybe it is easier like that. I drag and drop it so it goes at the same time frame as the ending of the video. And here you have this fade out animation that I insert for an error, but you simply have to go at the end of the music and you can drag and drop the fade out. I now leave it a little bit. Also here, I think I can do the fade out, or maybe I had to add the transaction. By the way, now I have the music of the background, but I think it is too loud. Yes, so I simply click here and drag down the volume, or here. I drag down the volume. Let's hear.
In a cozy town, young Milo found an old map in his attic. It hinted at treasure in the desert. Excited, he showed his blue bird friend, Blue. They decided to seek this treasure together.
Okay, much better. Now, the last thing that we want to add is the captions. So I go on text here, and CapCut has the ability to put auto captions. So I click on auto caption, select the language and create, and it will create the subtitles for me. Perfect. What we can do now is select all the subtitles that he created, and we can change the style altogether, because if we select only one clip, it will be applied only to one, but we select all the subtitles. I want to add a background to the text, so I scroll down and add a background. I can change all the parameters that I want. Simply enlarge it a little bit. I can change the color, but I leave it black now. I can change the font and the color. Maybe I want to do more like yellow subtitles. And I can also change the font. Let's use this one here. I change the font size. Okay, now all the subtitles have changed the style. If I want to change the text, I simply need to click on one of them, and here is the text. I can put, for example, a capital letter here. Here is okay. Okay. You simply need to edit them. Now let's see the final result.
In a cozy town, young Milo found an old map in his attic. It hinted at treasure in the desert. Excited, he showed his blue bird friend, Blue. They decided to seek this treasure together. With a small backpack, they trekked through the golden sands. The desert was warm and vast, but Blue's cheerful songs kept them going. Soon, they found a unique cactus from the map and dug beneath it. Instead of gold, they discovered colorful stones and a note. The note read, "True treasure is the memories we make and the friends we cherish." Smiling, Milo and Blue realized the real treasure was their shared adventure. They returned home, hearts full, understanding the true value of friendship.
Okay, this is a great video. So, sorry, what I did. Now we have finished it. So we can simply click on export, select the format and the place. Now I just select my desktop, the resolution, and click on export. This one is just 46 seconds videos, but you can create longer scripts with ChatGPT, like the first one that ChatGPT created for us, maybe. So we can divide it in more scenes, like 6 or 8 or whatever you want, generate all the images, and so on. Let's wait that the video finishes exporting so we can check again that everything is fine. Okay, now we go on the desktop and we should find here the finished
In a cozy
video.
town, young Milo found an old map in his attic. It hinted at treasure in the desert. Excited, he showed his blue bird friend, Blue. They decided to seek this treasure together. With a small backpack, they
As you see, the video is completely finished. It is a 45-second long videos and we took 30 minutes to do it, around 30 minutes. Obviously, there's some time to wait the images to be generated, and I had to teach you everything. But as soon as you make your first one, the second one will be faster. You will be creating the videos in 20 minutes, baby. So in 15 to 20 minutes, you can generate a really great story like this one, upload it on YouTube, and use it to grow your social media channel in this great niche, which is kids stories videos. Sorry. So I highly suggest that you apply this method. You explore your creativity. You play with ChatGPT because, as you see, it creates incredible scripts for stories. It creates incredible images with the DALL-E integration now. So you are done. You can use these 3 simple tools: ChatGPT with DALL-E integrated for just $20 a month, 11 Labs, which is free initially, and CapCut, which is free forever. So no expense, and you can create a business by uploading these videos on your channel. So that's all for me today. Thanks for staying with me in this masterclass.